I'm here at Mahatma Gandhi University, Kottayam, to meet Professor Dr. Sabu Thomas, Vice-Chancellor of Mahatma Gandhi University. He wrote more than 200 books, wrote and edited more than 200 books and more than 1,000 papers and 120 plus theses. I am currently at Mahatma Gandhi University, School of Chemical Science, which is one of the largest in India. And today I come to know that this is the first one in India, and IIT Kharagpur has become second in the number of polymer science. And it will help a lot of people to understand that Kerala is God's own country, but you can have polymer science education or study. You can also do it in Mahatma Gandhi University. For me, I came here to have a visit to the university and understand the polymer technology, what university have, and we are going to meet today Professor Dr. Sabu Thomas, the Vice-Chancellor of Mahatma Gandhi University. He mentored and guided more than 100 PhDs, and almost all of them are across the globe. And it is going to be a wonderful time. I'm going to see Dr. Sabu Thomas and interviewing him. Keep watching. Thank you. I'm here at the cabin of Professor Dr. Sabu Thomas. He have received so much of accreditations and awards from across the globe, and there are so many books which he is published. Like he published around 203 books, and it is not easy for somebody to create 203 books, because as I am the editor, I know how much time and effort it needs to create some content. Dr. Thomas published 120 theses and 1,400 publications and more than 200 books. It is not easy for a human to write so much of book in a lifetime, and it is a very good achievement for, as I came from Kerala, I should say that it is a very special achievement. And also he mentored more than 100 PhD students, and I especially thank Dr. Sabu for giving me this opportunity to come and see your facilities. It is my pleasure and privilege. Thank you, Dr. Sabu and team Mahatma Gandhi University. Ginu Joseph, Global Group Editor of Modern Plastics TV and Modern Plastic Global Network, here in God's own country, Kerala. And it is my pleasure and privilege to visit Mahatma Gandhi University. Here with me, Professor Dr. Sabu Thomas, who doesn't need any introduction globally. Welcome, Dr. Sabu Thomas, for joining Modern Plastics TV and Modern Business TV. Could you please tell us about the recent latest activities of Mahatma Gandhi University? Because when I came here, I felt so good that everything is well organized and it is a green campus. Could you please elaborate on and what all divisions you have? Give me a brief on this, sir.
Thank you so much for the exciting question. You know, Mahatma Gandhi University was started in 1983, commemorating the father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi. I'm glad and pleased to tell you that our university was the first in the country to be named after the father of the nation. Now, if you look at Mahatma Gandhi University, now the present status of Mahatma Gandhi University, we are number 30 in the country. We have more than 1,000 universities. So within 40 years of history, we became number 30 in the country in the NARF ranking. And if you look at the world ranking, Mahatma Gandhi University was the first from the state of Kerala to be ranked by Times International Ranking. The ranking number is exactly range of 100 to 500. That is the batch. And we got 3 times the best university award from the Honorary Chancellor of Kerala. That's a citation and 5 crores of his help here. So 3 times we got it. Look at the NAC ranking. We have A placed university. Their grade 3.26 is our grade. So Mahatma Gandhi University has achieved several levels. If you look at the innovation and ecosystem, this university is number 3 in the country. You can look at the APRA innovation ranking, number 3 in the country. Look at the number of publications. We are number 1 in the state of Kerala. Look at number of books. We are number 1 in the state of Kerala. Look at international collaboration. We are number 1 in the state of Kerala. Look at the MOUs, memorandum of understanding. We are number 1. Look at the number of conferences and seminars being organized in the campus. Number 1. Recently, I have taken a statistics. How many professors from abroad visited the campus? Very close to 4,000 faculty members and researchers from different parts of the world visited the campus. I also looked at how many people from other parts of the country visited us, very close to 20,000. So we made a huge network. Our students go abroad. Many faculty members and students come to our university. So we have a massive exchange program. We have joint degree program. We have joint PhD program with France, with Australia, with Poland, with South Africa, with Malaysia. And if you look at our publications, dear colleagues, friends, you will find that our publications are co-authored by many leading professors abroad. That indicates that we work in a collaborative mode. Our approach is interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary, and transdisciplinary. I am sure within 5 years or 10 years, we will come within 10 in the country and within 200 globally. That is my dream.
Sir, you wrote so many books, you edited so many books, you wrote so many articles, you empowered so many PhD people with mentoring them, 125 or so I come to know from your team, 205 plus books and 1,400 plus articles. So how can you do all these things? Tell us about yourself, your family and yourself and your journey to this Vice-Chancellor of Mahatma Gandhi University.
That's a very interesting question you asked me. I remember when I finished my PhD from the Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, back in '87, I got an industry position. A leading company, probably you might know, Bayer India Limited, a West German company. I joined as a technical service officer after my PhD. That time, Mahatma Gandhi University opened a position in polymer chemistry. I was really fascinated in getting into academia, in getting into hardcore research. I applied for this position. I came for an interview from Bayer India Limited, Mumbai. I was interviewed by our second Vice-Chancellor of the University, Prof. Mahatma Gandhi University was nowhere at that time. We had no recognition, no laboratory, no building. We were a rental building. Professor Murthy asked a very important question to me at the interview time. He asked me, Dr. Thomas, can you work in vacuum? Then he continued, Dr. Thomas, we have nothing to offer you. We have no classroom. We have no sitting room right now, no laboratories. How can you build up a center of excellence? This is a question asked by Professor Murthy. So So very challenging question. Within 3-4 minutes, I showed him a very good framework. My vision document I presented. He was so impressed. He appointed me as a lecturer in the university. Dear friends, colleagues, when I joined here, there was no room, no place to sit. I remember 87, 88 time, we were all sitting in the another department's room for several weeks, several months. And then we got a room and chair and table. You know, university was in a very bad state. But you know, I had a very strong vision document. I wrote to many laboratories in India and abroad for collaboration, networking. Several people supported me. I started my research program. I started a very active teaching process. I started with a humble beginning of 3 PhD students. One was sent to Rubber Research Institute of India, a very big rubber center. Another one was sent to NAST, the now NAST, that time RRL, Trivandrum, work in the area of plastics. And another one was sent to, again, rubber board. And we did excellent work. We started working very hard. I remember I used to sleep in the laboratory some days because we have to really work very hard. And with that humble beginning, you know, I expanded my group size. I traveled to North America, spent there 2 years, keeping my students here. That was, I remember, 89, 91. I used to work very hard there also. I used to characterize many samples of my students from India. Slowly I picked up. I started publishing quite extensively. I applied for lots of grants from Government of India, companies. Dear colleagues, now you can look at where we stand now. Look at my number of publications, 1,200 publications. Number of books, 205 books. Number of PhDs completed, 122 PhDs completed. Number of book chapters, hundreds. If you type Sabu Thomas in Google, you will see our productivity. Recently, the Clarivate looked at which is the best place in polymer science in India. I am very pleased to tell you that Mahatma Gandhi University is #1 in the country. We have defeated all the IITs and we became #1. Dear colleagues, friends, you might ask what is the reason for that. I was really committed. I was really excited to do high quality work. Even now when I publish a paper, I'm excited. When I get a new patent, I'm excited. When I get a new PhD student, a brilliant PhD student, I'm excited. So excitement drives me forward. I have a huge network worldwide. I work, you know, my approach is interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary, transdisciplinary. I cooperate with physicists. I cooperate with hardcore chemists. I cooperate with electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, social scientists, economics. So I cooperate with a large number of people. That is why I could supervise more than 120 PhDs. I have PhD students in Malaysia, PhD students in France, PhD students in Australia, PhD students in Poland, PhD students in Stockholm, you know, in Sweden. So I have a huge network. You name any country in the world, I have at least 10 to 15 academics as my collaborators. So this is really my success story.
As you elaborated so much, what message you want to give to the common man who is, you know, normally average common man is in a question mark. So what message you want to give to them?
You see, my message to the common man is the following. India is a great country with a great potential. You know why? Because look at our demographic dividends. We have lots of young people in the country. The average age of an Indian person is 29. That of China is 40. That of United States is 39. That of Japan is close to 50. That of Europe is 51. So we have lots of young people. So the duty of each Indian person is transform our young children intellectually strong global citizens, educate them. And we all have to work extremely hard to transform our young people into globally skilled citizens. That is my message to all my Indian colleagues, all my friends. If you can do that, this country will be one of the best in the world.
Thank you, sir, for giving us your valuable time and throwing light on many things like not only polymers, environment, polymers, education, and we wish you all the best in the coming days. And I'm sure after retirement also you won't sit idle, you will be doing something new. We wish you all the best for the coming future, and thank you so much once again for joining us.
Thank you so much. Looking forward to seeing you again. Let us build a very active cooperation between Modern Plastics and Mahatma Gandhi University. Thank you.
Teamwork, that is everything. I experienced the teamwork in MG University. Thank you, Jins, for joining me throughout my trip, and thank you everybody who accompanied me to show the facilities. Thank you so much, and we wish you all the best, and I'm sure it is going to change and all the incubators will be in the global map. We wish you all the best. Have a wonderful time.